Good morning, student. Welcome back in this class. Today I am going to discuss about the Newton's second law of motion. In the previous lecture we have already discussed about the Newton's first law of motion. In this sequence we will discuss about the Newton's second law of motion. Before starting the Newton's second law of motion, we will discuss about the some important term which is related to the Newton's second law of motion, that is the momentum. So here is the what is the momentum? So momentum of a body defined as the product of mass and velocity. So here is the momentum of a body is defined as the product of mass and velocity. Suppose that the mass of an object is m. Suppose that the mass of the object m and velocity v. So here the momentum of this object or body, that is the m into v, यानी कि मोमेंटम m into v. So here is the momentum, the product of mass and velocity. Next, the unit of the momentum here is the in SI system. What is the unit of momentum? The unit of momentum in SI system, that is the unit of mass is kilogram kg, and unit of velocity, that is the meter per second. So here is the unit of momentum, that is kilogram meter per second. Next one is what is the unit of momentum in CGS system? The unit of mass in CGS system, that is the gram, and unit of velocity in CGS system, that is centimeter per second. So here is the unit of the momentum in CGS system, that is gram centimeter per second. So in this sequence, the unit of momentum, that is the in SI system, the unit of momentum kilogram meter per second, and unit of momentum in CGS system, that is gram centimeter per second. So now in this sequence, the momentum is vector quantity. Vector quantity I have already explained about the two quantity, that is the first is the scalar and second is the vector. Scalar quantity means the physical quantity which have magnitude only, that is called the scalar quantity, and vector quantity, physical quantity which have magnitude as well as direction. So the momentum, here is the momentum is the vector quantity. Momentum means the product of mass and velocity, and here is the magnitude as well as direction. So the momentum is the vector quantity. So now let us start the Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion. So here is the, according to the Newton's second law of motion, the rate change in momentum according to the Newton's second law of motion, that is the rate change in momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. According to the Newton's second law of motion, the rate change in momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. So here is the, suppose that an object and it has mass m and its initial velocity u. Initial velocity u. Here is some force applied, external force applied here, F. Then velocity will be changed in terms of the final velocity, that is the final velocity is v, and mass will be constant. So here is the, according to the Newton's second law of motion, the rate change in momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. Applied force F is directly proportional delta P by delta T. So here the an object has mass, it has mass m and initial velocity u, then applied force, external force exert here, then velocity will be changed in terms of final velocity, that is the v, and mass will be constant here. So the initial momentum, here is the initial momentum, initial momentum P1 equal to momentum, initial momentum, the product of mass and velocity. Here is the initial momentum, mass m and initial velocity u, then m into u, and final momentum of this body, that is m into v, mass v2 equal to mass into final velocity. So here the change in momentum, the final momentum minus initial momentum. Change in momentum is change in momentum, change in momentum. So here is change in momentum denoted as the symbol delta P. Change in momentum delta P equal to, that is change in momentum delta P equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. Here is the final momentum, that is mass m and final velocity v, then final momentum m into v. So change in momentum delta P equal to P2 minus P1. So here is the P2 is m into v, m v minus m u. So here is the m is common, that is m v minus u. Here the from the first equation, that is force is directly proportional to the rate change in momentum, means delta P by delta T. Then F is proportional to the delta P m into v minus u, delta P by T, then F delta P m into v minus u, m into v minus u by T. Then F proportional to m into v minus u by T. Then here is the v minus u, change in velocity by time taken. According to the formula of the acceleration, or according to the definition of the acceleration, the rate change in velocity by time taken, that is acceleration a equal to v minus u by t. So here is the f equal to k m, change in velocity by time taken, v minus u by t. So v minus u by t, that is the acceleration m into k. So here is the, suppose that k equal to 1, k equal to 1, that is f equal to 1 m into a. then F equal to m into A. So here is the formula of the force, that is mass into acceleration. So here is the derivation of the force, that is force equal to mass into acceleration. So here the, according to the Newton's second law of motion, the rate change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force. So here is the F is directly proportional to the delta P by delta T. Delta P means the change in momentum. Change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. Suppose that an object, it has mass m and its initial velocity u. So here is the initial momentum, that is P1 equal to mass into initial velocity. Next, when the external force applied on the object F, then velocity will be changed in term of final velocity, that is v. So the final momentum of this object, that is mass into velocity. It means momentum is the product of mass into velocity. So here the final momentum, that is P2 equal to mass into final velocity, then mass into final velocity. So next step here, change in momentum. Change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. Final momentum, that is P2, and initial momentum, that is P1. Then P2 minus P1. Then delta P equal to P2 minus P1. So here is the m P2, that is mass into final velocity, mass into final velocity, m v minus P1, mass into initial velocity, that is m into u, mass into initial velocity. So here is the m is common in both terms, then m bracket v minus u means final velocity minus initial velocity, that is delta p. Delta symbol represent to the or denote to the change in momentum. Delta p means change in momentum. Then delta p equal to m into bracket final velocity minus initial velocity. So according to the Newton's second law of motion, force is directly proportional to the rate change in momentum. F is proportional to the delta p by t. So delta p, that is value of m into v minus u. So put the value of delta p here. Then F is proportional to the m final velocity minus initial velocity. So m final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. So here the, according to the definition of the acceleration, the rate change in velocity, that is called the acceleration, or change in velocity, final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. So here is the final velocity, that is v, initial velocity, that is u, and t is time. So v minus u by t. Then in place of v minus u by t, that is acceleration a. So F equal to k into m into a. Suppose that the value of constant k equal to 1, then put the value of k equal to 1, that is F equal to 1 into m into a. So here the F equal to m into a, means force equal to mass into acceleration. So next here is the, what is the unit of the force? So unit of force, that is the Newton. Suppose that the mass of an object is 1 kg and acceleration of this object or body, that is 1 meter per second square. Here is the F equal to m into a, force equal to F equal to m into a. Here suppose that the mass of the object here is 1 kg and the acceleration of this body, that is 1 meter per second square. Then F equal to m into a, then F equal to 1 Newton. So here is the unit of force, that is the Newton. If the mass of an object, that is 1 kg and the acceleration of that object, that is 1 meter per second square, so force is, that is 1 Newton. 1 Newton. So here is the unit of SI unit of the force, that is Newton. If the mass of the object 1 kg and acceleration of the object, that is 1 meter per second square, then force here is the 1 Newton. So here is the force of any object is equal to the rate change in momentum.